Hey guys, Ralph here, and welcome to True Power here on Sensational Saturday here in Connecticut. Life's good, man. Life is good. Anyway, you saw the thumbnail. I've talked about this before, but I want to do it again. Where does fat go? Yeah, where the heck does fat go? Now, as we sit here, both of us, you watching me talking, we are burning fat. It just happens. When you do an athletic endeavor, you burn more fat. Depending on what your athletic endeavor is, you will burn more or less fat. Whatever. If you are running a marathon, you will burn X amount of fat. If you're just running around the block, that's not as much. If you're lifting weights, that's a different amount of fat. Where does it go? You know, I ran the New York City Marathon. I've watched the New York City Marathon, and you see 25,000, sometimes more. I'm not even sure how many they let in anymore. But thousands and thousands of these people running a marathon and burning fat. Where does it go? Are there just these big gobs of goo on the side of the road? Do the people running the marathon have to be careful not to step in this stuff, so they slip? Where does it go? It's funny, I was asked the same question a couple of years ago, and I got it wrong. I was pretty smug about it. I thought I had the answer, and it was wrong. Actually, it was partially right. So, I ask you, think about it. Turn the video off for a second, pause, and think about it. Where does fat go? Okay? It's actually quite simple. Now, I thought, in all my infinite wisdom, I thought it came out in the toilet with the rest of the waste. 10% of it does come out in fluid. Either urine, sweat, mucus in the nose, whatever. 10%. The other 90%, guys, comes out your mouth. Think about that. Comes out your mouth. In other words, your mouth is like a car exhaust pipe. All the gook is coming out your mouth. Makes you think twice about wearing a mask for any period of time, doesn't it? But anyway, I digress. So it's coming out of your mouth. So that, knowing how it leaves the body, guys, really sheds a light on what sort of exercise you want to do if you're trying to burn fat. Now, if you're trying to lose weight, you're trying to burn calories. If you're just trying to burn fat, that can be a different thing too. But think about it. If it's coming out your mouth, it stands to reason that the harder you're breathing, or the more consistently you're breathing harder, the more fat you're going to burn. That just makes sense. So it stands to reason, guys, that your cardio athletic endeavors are going to be superior at burning fat than your weightlifting and stuff like that. It just is. Now, if one is just out meandering on a 10K, that's a 6.2 mile run, okay? Just out on a Sunday, saying hi to your friends, stopping to pat a dog and all this sort of stuff, no big deal. You are going to burn fat, but you are going to burn a lot more fat if you run faster, and even more if you sprint up hills. Think about that. Now, same thing with a bike. Sometimes I pretty much go on the same routes every day. But if you're going to blitz it up the hills, or you're just going to sort of meander around, wave to everybody, and all this sort of stuff. See what I mean? Now, that's with the cardio. Needless to say, the more you can get your heart rate up and the heavier you can breathe, that's fat coming out of your mouth. Okay? Now, there's dozens of things that I get. Now, I'm in the business of health and fitness. So I'm getting all these advertisements from all these quacks. Everywhere you go, quack. I mean, it's just like a ducks everywhere. And I can't begin to tell you how many times I've heard the saying, if you want to burn fat, don't do cardio, do their regimen, whatever it may be. High intensity interval training, whatever the case may be. But guys, unless you are lifting weights or doing kettlebell, where you are sustaining your breath up, your metabolism like that, you are not burning as much fat as you are with cardio. You just aren't. Now, there are ways to do that, especially with kettlebell. Not so much with the weights. If you think about it, well, you're going to do bench presses, sets of 200, okay? So you might do 10, 15 in reps in a set of 200, and you're pushing them out. Maybe when you're done, you're breathing hard, but what do? You see it all the time in the gym. You walk around, let your heart rate come down, you get a drink of water, you talk with your buddies, and you get back and you do it again. Guys, that's not the same as riding a bike and sprinting up hills. That's not burning as much fat as running and sprinting up hills. It's just not. Absolutely 100% is not. And you are definitely not burning as many calories. Now, I always say I'm going to do a video on the absurdity of counting calories, and I won't do it. Maybe I'll do that tomorrow. Maybe this afternoon. We'll see. But guys, fat comes out your mouth. And if you are really trying to burn weight, and it doesn't matter how old you are, well, if you're over 40, you don't want to do any more cardio. Oh, nonsense. It is absolute nonsense. And they say this whole thing, well, you gotta buy my testosterone sublets if you're over 40. Nonsense. Anyway, again, the harder you're breathing, the more fat is coming out. All right? So keep that in mind when you're working out. And guys, I love being thin. I really do. I like that much better than being bulked up. Absolutely, I've been both, and I much prefer being thin. The fact of the matter is, with one of my projects with pitching and all this sort of stuff, I gained some weight. I gained some muscle. I gained some bulk because I was just doing kettlebell and I was not doing the bike. Okay? Nature of the thing. Different video. Okay? And there's no question. I didn't gain body fat because I eat pretty much the whole thing, the same thing all the time. But I did gain bulk. I did gain muscle, and I don't feel comfortable doing that. So what do? I keep the kettlebell to an absolute minimum. Now, at my age, do you want to keep tone your muscles? Absolutely. Unlike kids half my age, man, absolutely, you have to get, I feel like I have to get some resistance training in there to keep things as buffed as I would like. But losing weight, no question about it. I just get on my bike and ride the bejesus out of it, for lack of a better term. You guys do too. You really want to lose weight? Sell your car. Now, I know in today's world you can't do that. But if you really want to lose weight, sell your car and do everything on your bike. You will not get on the True Power diet. You will not believe how much weight you will lose. All right? All right. Anyway, eat and drink your fruits and vegetables and your starches and live your life with True Power. Not the fake stuff, True Power. I just lost fat. Love you all.